Welcome to Silver Spike Prospecting. I'm on another outdoor adventure chasing a quartz vein. I'm going to climb up the hill and see if I can find a much better outcropping to take some samples. I have found a decent spot in a safe area not near the edge of the mountain to grab some samples of this quartz vein. I'm going to try to work this little seam right here. Maybe grab that piece right there. A few other these pieces. Bag it up. Take it home and crush it up and see if there's any precious metals inside. I don't have my tripod today, so bear with me. I'm going to chip off some samples and show them once completed. I have myself a much better chisel with me today. No more smacking the hand trying to get out the quartz veins. I made a really big dent in that quartz vein. I got quite a bit in the bag here. I'm going to hike down the mountain, and when I'm safely back to the vehicle, I will display these pieces. My bag is already pretty full, but I can't walk away from this vein. I'm going to take some samples as well. Nice outcropping of quartz. Very decent seam. Much better than the previous one. More like the quartz I'm used to. The first piece of quartz I found today at the bottom of the hill where the outcropping was located definitely led me on the right trail. A better look at all of the quartz samples I was able to extract out of multiple veins during today's prospecting adventure out in South Willow Canyon. Here's the smaller remnants. Hopefully the mineralization isn't deceiving and it does contain precious metals. This is what I have to work with. That is a lot of material to crush. I'm only going to crush the most appealing looking pieces of quartz and eliminate the extensive work for the ball mill. Maybe one good load, and I'm going to alleviate any of the host rock I happen to gather while collecting some of the quartz veins. I have selected these samples to crush out of all the quartz I brought home. Here is what I have set aside for a later date when I revamp the ball mill and make it much larger. Ready for the ball mill. I will save the viewers in the racket of loading it and running it. The next stage of the video will be panning the material down to the concentrates. Sorry, this sluice box is not operating. A heads up to anybody who decides to build a ball mill. This particular setup has a major design flaw. Originally, when the bolts were on the top, they would actually hit the bearings of the machine itself. After research, it's best to have it fed through a center hole, through a pipe, and you can empty it out the same way. I need to revamp it. When I do the big one, it will be completely different. Now me and Mr. Big Green Eyes here, just waiting for the ball mill to crush that quartz. My co-star Smokey. Classifying through 50 mesh. I'm only going to do this one crush through the ball mill, classify it, and pan it down to the concentrates. The temperature has been increasing lately and my camera is just not functioning after so much duration of use. That should be enough for a preliminary sample to find out what is inside of that quartz. Decided to stop using the red gold pan. It seems kind of floppy and flimsy. I was struggling with it using it last time to pan down to the concentrates from that delicious quartz that had a very poor result. I'm going back to the green Garrett Super Sluice. It seems a lot more stable and less flimsy. Not very much to work with, but let's find out what's inside anyway. Break up all the clumps. Make sure to get what concentrates may be in there on the very bottom of the pan. Stratifying is next. Now that's more like it. I feel the action much better and it's not like bouncing around in my hand. This pan is much more stable. That is a rather disappointing result. No concentrates, was completely barren. I'm batting 1,000, guys. I'm sorry. I'm doing my best out here. The struggle has been real. Thank you for watching Silver Spike Prospecting. Have an excellent day, everybody. Love y'all.